Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Yo, PSG, A2D, KEV, Big E. It's your boy.
Why time out?
That Pete.
Stop it.
Well, I was flowing, man. Look,
Stop it.
Pooper.
Stop it. I don't like
Stooper.
the energy. You said Biggie, you did like that. I don't like that. Let's start off.
That was a flick of the shot. Flick of the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist.
It felt like a little high. I didn't like it. I just did the
Listen,
vibe
man.
wasn't right, man.
So back again.
Yes, sir.
That's a bulk.
Hold on, bro.
Kev Walk.
What's up?
We here. Sports talk. Swing the bat.
good?
He's a Pats fan. TB12. He the GOAT man. GOAT man. Yeah, that's him.
Sure. Am I sure?
Yo,
So look, go ahead.
Go.
So listen.
Lead us in, sir.
I want to say this. First of all,
Lead us in, sir.
family, we're back. PSG, you know we do.
YouTube for show.
YouTube is back. We love you. We miss you. We're back better than ever. So listen, we have a special guest. I just wanted to say this. I've known this man for many, many years. We grew up together in the borough, as they say, Welland Borough. Can I say
sir.
what year you graduated? Because, sometimes you get a certain age. You get a certain age out there, fam. You can't say how when you graduated, but you
Nah, you can.
I can do that?
Yeah, you can.
All right, so he's from the class of 94. I'm from the class of 97. One of our high school's finest. My man Kevin Walker with us, rocking with us in the building.
Dang.
Give it up for my man.
A quarter ago.
Whoa.
Whoa, dang!
Yeah, man.
And more importantly, he's a part of the Shield group that we have, which we, Pete's in there, Kev, BT. So, he's.
You know what?
And he's a Patriot fan, so
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
It feels good to have a guest on the show to share with the A2D fam. We got the boy Ralphie D on the ones and twos.
Yes.
Got his Lakers in his heart.
Yes, I'm glad you said
Pray for him.
I'm glad you said that, Peter.
Pray for his whole life.
We haven't seen you in a while, and I thought about you a couple weeks ago.
Last time we seen him was when he went on vacation.
Yes, and he looks good.
He was gone to November.
Going to November. I've been gone to November. You got the beard cut off, got the hair, got the little Caesar going on. You doing your thing. I see you. But I want to just talk to the fam. I want you to talk to the fam about the Lakers acquisition real quick. I know we got to move forward, but I just want to just get your opinion on the Lakers thing. How are you feeling? I know you was kind of butthurt over the Kawhi thing.
He said butthurt.
He was a little butthurt. Let's keep it
Wow.
real.
He's and I'm wrong, right?
No, but he was.
Right,
He was
like,
Ralphie, keep it real.
butthurt,
Was
though?
he a little hurt, man?
Yeah, a
But
little
tell-
hurt. Little hurt.
Come on, man. That's what I do.
Why?
Go ahead.
Little hurt.
Why?
What do you feel though, about
He
that?
let us on, man. He let us
He
on.
let you on. He took you to the altar.
But I did see one report where it was like, if they did not get Paul George, he was going to sign with the Lakers. So just if you think about it, if the Thunder just said no to that, Kawhi's in purple and gold, baby.
Now, they said something about
That
Magic.
helps you sleep at night, sir.
Something about Magic.
He was
had
going to go to
something do
Toronto
with it.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Toronto deal was almost done before the Clippers came in and just gave them the whole boat.
I gave him the whole kitchen
So
sink.
they were about to bring Westbrook and George and ship
Right.
them over to Toronto. So it would have been Westbrook, George, and Kawhi on Toronto.
You
Now,
guys,
Westbrook-
you
Westbrook
Sixers fans, you happy that didn't happen.
Huh?
I'm sorry. You better be happy that didn't happen for the Sixers.
Oh yeah, we're happy about that. But overall, you're good.
I
with-
got faith
you're
in my
good with
squad,
your-
man.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, and I got faith in my squad,
Yo,
too.
I mean, you guys. Listen, I like.
You hear the difference in my voice and
Yeah.
your voice when you said that?
I like DeMarcus Cousins coming over. I like it. I like Rondo coming back. You got Anthony Davis, where they all play together.
It's the AARP team.
I like that.
AARP
And
team.
You still got LeBron. You brought KCP back.
Yep.
So I mean, I like your moves. I say you guys in the top 4.
We got Jared Dudley, which is
Jared
good.
Dudley, decent
Come
guy.
on now. Come on. I draw the line in the sand.
I mean,
the
listen,
line in the
He's
a
a veteran guy. He's not a world beater. We know that, but he's a guy that can help.
Mr.
out.
Magoo doppelganger.
What?
Mr.
What?
Magoo
What
doppelganger.
was that?
He's a doppelganger from Mr. Magoo.
Honestly, I never watched that.
You don't know who Mr. Magoo is?
I don't remember that, bro.
All right, moving on.
I don't remember
wow.
that. I don't remember that.
No.
Wow.
We see, we.
I know
You
about
know
Mr.
about
Mag-
that? Listen, I don't remember that.
He was in y'all time.
I don't remember Mr. Goo, bro. I gotta watch it. I'll probably have to YouTube or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember.
This your boy.
Listen, I'm keeping
That's
it
your friend.
family.
Almost.
I'm keeping it 100 out there.
It's like,
All right. I don't know Mr. Magoo and them. I don't know. All right.
All right. So listen, man. I just want to say I'm happy to have a co-host on the show in the form of a guest that actually has hair. With that being said, our poll question: Derek Barnett, breakout defensive star for the Eagles in 2019. You agree? You would disagree? I will say this. I agree, but more importantly, he needs to be for this team and that unit because we need the depth at the defensive end. Unless Howie pulls some Howie magic and sprinkles some fairy dust.
Thank you. Give me the tag team. Give it to me. Give it to me.
And go get
Tag me
Jadeveon Clowney.
in. Okay, and that's what I was getting ready to go. And
You gonna leave?
give it to me. Bam. So
Okay.
the sources are saying, I mean, I don't know offhand, but it's leading up to something that's going to happen. As we know, Crayvon LeBlanc they'll actually hold him out, and he actually is healthy. So a lot of times, as they were reporting, when guys are healthy and they're being held out, it looks like something is on the works. And they actually picked up a cornerback. I don't remember his name offhand, but they actually did pick up a cornerback right now, today. So we could be seeing the Crayvon LeBlanc trade and also maybe a second, somewhere in that neighborhood for Jadeveon Clowney. If that happens, I mean, you're 20 in the cap right now, 20 million on the cap right now. You can actually make that move. You give him $12 million. You got you a star defensive tackle to add to Malik Jackson, to add to Fletcher Cox, to add to Brandon Graham, as well as Jernigan come off the bench. So that's the recipe for success for me. I don't know about y'all.
Yes, sir.
Kev?
Yes, sir.
So then,
Don't.
Now let me put a disclaimer out there, family.
Don't make me think up here.
Let me put this disclaimer out there. He is a Patriots fan.
here we
All right, I know. I'm just letting the family know, and that's okay. We love
He's
everybody.
not biased.
He's not biased.
I'm not
He's
biased.
not biased.
You
But I'm
see how
just.
he's kicking your
No,
back
I'm
now?
right.
This is my
He
brother.
set you up for failure,
This is my
bro.
brother. We go way back, like
Is this how it's gonna
Cadillacs
be
and
when we
Stat
get-
Jacks. We go way back.
My God.
But I'm just letting them know that you are a Patriot fan, so that they know this. The family's got to know this. What do you think, Kev?
If he pulls that off, if he pulls Clowney coming through, you putting him where? On the
He's starting.
as a line on the
He's
line?
starting over Derek Barnett. Sorry.
No.
Go ahead.
I get all that.
Okay.
I'll trade Derek Barnett for Jadeveon Clowney.
Absolutely.
I mean, I would make the trade.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I would, of course, if you're getting somebody of Jadeveon Clowney's
Right.
stature,
Tier below
you're
Khalil
getting,
Mack and
you're
Aaron
getting
Donald.
them
Yeah.
regardless. You're going to
Yeah, you make it
just
happen.
going to do you just make it happen.
Now, give us the once you make the trade, how does it benefit the Eagles from the non-Eagles fan perspective? Because you are very good at that, I will say.
It puts them over the top.
Yeah. I agree.
Stallone, 87, over the top.
It puts
I
them over the
agree.
top.
Yeah.
And the reason why it puts them over the
agree.
top is you now have somebody who can read the run, come off the edge, and
He's got that bend.
he has
Get that bend, man.
He's a major problem. He was always a major problem
Yes.
when we played him.
And what else does it do? What else does it actually do though on the defensive
Oh,
line?
So it does forget the defensive line. So your defensive line, of course, helps the back end. The back end helps
Right.
the defensive line.
Gotcha.
And it'll help your back end significant.
Right.
And kind of like let your back end just be
Right.
more aggressive than
Yeah.
what you would if a Derek Barnett was there. He would have to do above and beyond
Right.
than what Clowney would have to do. Clowney would just have to be Clowney
Okay.
and just be that's what he have to be.
Right.
Derek Barnett now has to be more than just Derek Barnett.
Barnett.
He has to be Jadeveon Clowney type
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
even for your back end to be.
And to be honest with you, to speak off of that point, when we look at Jadeveon Clowney, for all the talent that he's had and the success that he's had in the league as well, we still feel like Clowney hasn't hit his ceiling yet.
Nah.
because he's always hurt.
Yeah.
Now
And
that's the
that's
problem.
and that's another problem.
But that's
do you
right.
give up
Barnett's-
a Derek Barnett
Right. Go ahead.
for Clowney, who may give you
right?
9 to 11 games?
Now let me say this.
Do you
Now
want a
here-
9 to 11
right.
game
But here's the thing.
Clowney?
Right. But here's the thing. With the way they run our defense as far as getting the
be
guys
fresh.
in, getting guys fresher, switching guys out. You still got Vinny Curry. You still got some of the guys Sweat. Some of the guys come off the bench. Where there's a rotation where you want to take the pressure off of him. He's not going to have that many snaps until we have key moments.
True.
So because of that, the laws of attrition actually favors him to come to the Eagles.
True.
And then also he does. I mean, yeah, he's got J.J. Watt on the Texans, but You're talking about Fletcher Cox. You're talking about Brandon Graham. Got a little more. Got a little bit more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, they did have.
yeah.
They did
and
have.
it takes
they,
the pressure off of Fletcher
the
Cox
Texans
as well,
did have
most importantly.
2 good tackles.
Yeah.
And we still neutralized them though. We neutralized them.
I mean,
See,
y'all
no,
appreciate
hold.
it.
What we ain't finna do.
What did I say earlier?
just saying.
What did I
Listen,
say earlier? I said
But
that's
here's
a
but
statement.
here's the knock. Here's the knock. Here's the knock on
Okay.
him. The knock on him is that he's overly aggressive.
Yes,
where you
too
can
aggressive.
take him out of you can run right at him and take him out of many
But
plays.
that's coaching though. But I think it's getting coached
That
up.
is that
Which
is
he'll
coaching.
get coached up here,
He,
right?
I will give it to you.
Mhm.
He will be better. I think he'll be better coached in Philly
Right.
than in Houston.
Yes.
And then sometimes
Does he take
Yeah.
to that coaching, and
Yeah.
does it make him go from here to here?
Right.
Right.
We'll have to see
And some,
if that move is made.
Right. And to piggyback off of that, sometimes you just need a change of pace.
Change the
You know what I mean?
scenery.
Change the scenery. And maybe with everything going on with the contract dispute and all that, I think it's stagnant right now. And him coming, I'm just keeping it real. Right now, besides the New England Patriots, we're one of the flag staff organizations in the league right now.
Oh, y'all gonna pay him that money?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
certain positions on the
Absolutely.
Eagles that the
That
Eagles
they
believe
in.
in that get paid. Remember how much money this get?
Absolutely.
Now I will say this though:
Cornerback,
if they truly,
defensive end, and defensive tackle.
if they truly knew
quarterback.
they can do it, and I love Brandon Graham, but if they thought this was money in the bag that the deal was done, I bet you they wish they didn't sign Brandon Graham.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But then again, but see, what I said last week is what Howie
Believes
brought
in.
to the team. He's about family, and that's one of the
Yeah.
things I'm going to talk about later with Bryce Treggs. He says it's a family atmosphere. He
Right,
said
right,
it's all
right,
about
right,
family.
right.
It's all about
Yeah.
being together. That's what he believes, and Howie has established that as
Right.
opposed to Joe Bannon when Joe Bannon was here.
Yeah,
Howie
he just looked at them as numbers.
Howie takes care of his guys. That's what he is. That's what he does, and that's why the players love him. The atmosphere there, they love what they're doing there, what they're building in Philly. So him coming over, man, would be a recipe for success.
So if that doesn't happen, if the trade doesn't happen,
Yeah.
we get back to the poll question: agree or disagree?
Right.
With Barnett being a breakout defensive player.
By the way, I think he's going to be. Hopefully he is. I'm hoping the shoulders. They're saying is pretty good right now.
Right.
Listen, I was high on Derek Barnett. As you know, we argued that.
I
draft day.
didn't know too much about him.
This dude's him and BT gave me hell, and I said we're going to draft him at 15. Watch what I think.
14, sir.
Slam
14.
dunk, and what happened? We drafted him. So
14.
I've always been high on Derek Barnett. I followed his career at Tennessee when he broke Reggie White's sack record. So he's a guy that can come and do his thing. It's just sometimes just adjustments, man. Getting used to
But
everything.
you don't have to be.
Right.
don't have to
But
be.
he has the potential to be a guy that can get you 9 sacks.
Who?
Derek Barnett. He has potential to be there.
Now, I
So
will
is
say-
that what you consider breakout 9 sacks?
no?
Breakout would be 12 to 13, but from what I want from him, from Derek Barnett, and what I haven't been getting, I'll take that.
You'll take 9.
I'll take 9.
I
Absolutely.
need double digits.
Give me
Because-
9, bro.
But also,
But sometimes it's all about Pete, and I hear what you're saying.
Right.
But sometimes you may not. I think that one year Brandon Graham only had like 7 or 8 sacks, but
he's effective.
Exactly, you're being effective, even though you don't have 10 sacks.
Now
you're still
I would
effective.
say it's going to be. I would say 10 sacks out of Barnett because of the other players that he plays on the line with. Shit is going to
True.
get funneled down. to
Very
him.
true.
And he's going to be the one at the end of downhill, catching everything that's rolling downhill with
Right.
Cox, with Jackson, with Brandon Graham on the other edge. Tackles and sacks should flow into his, like the fumble recovery in the
Right.
Super Bowl.
Right.
It flowed into him.
Right.
He didn't do anything amazing to get it done, but he was in the right place at the right time.
I
Right.
think it would be better for him to be effective.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't really need you got plenty of high sack guys on your line.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So he doesn't really need to be effective
Right.
in terms of sack output,
Mhm.
Right.
pressures, run stuff,
Okay.
strips. Just getting those pressures
Gotcha.
could make him have a breakout year, even though
Right.
he may not have the numbers
Yeah.
to say,
Yeah.
hey, I got 13. Hey, I'm going to the pro. Those pressures are sometimes more important than just the sacks because that helps out Fletcher Cox, that helps out
Right.
Brandon Graham, that helps out your back end, that helps out a lot of things on your team because now the quarterback on the opposing team has to get the ball out faster,
Right.
Because he's coming around that edge,
Right.
He's bringing that pressure,
Right.
And a lot of those, even if he gets the strip sacks
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. That's better than sometimes getting, let's say he gets
Right.
3 or 4 strip sacks, let's just say.
Right.
that's better than
I
sometimes
totally agree.
getting 12 or 13 sacks on the year, because he can get 12, 13 sacks, and y'all go 7-9.
Listen, I agree with everything you say. I just think offense, something's going to happen. All signs is pointing to something with Craven. Now, honestly, and I heard somebody say this online. They were saying, I'd rather it be Darby. I'd rather be Mills, something like that. But right now, at this point, Craven is a young guy. He's a pleasant surprise last year. He played well for us. He's a guy that a lot of GMs in the league are covering
hold on.
because of what he can do.
I will say this,
because
though.
of his upside. You know what I'm saying?
Two things, and we'll kick it to Ralphie real quick. Two things. Just because you help Craven out doesn't mean he's the number one on the trade list, because let's not kid ourselves. Mills isn't playing. Darby isn't playing.
True.
You see what I'm saying? So they could be holding him out. They also could be somewhat attractive as well.
Could be.
Darby is back, though.
He's on the PUP.
He's on the PUP.
He's on the PUP.
Yeah.
I thought he was already back.
No, he's
Nah,
back.
he's back, but he's on
he's on the PUP.
Yeah. Darby could be someone. He could be trade bait.
Right.
It's a possibility. But then again, you're talking about that knee. People may be cautious. Like, do they feel that knee's back? You know what I'm saying? Craven LeBlanc, you know what you're going to get, and he has a lot of upside right now.
Right.
True.
You know what I mean?
Secondly, Brian McCann just joined the Hate Hall of Fame for the.
I don't even know why we're paying attention to this. We know
No,
we know what the outcome's going to be.
Brian
it's like
McCann
watching the movie,
has
you know what the
been-
ending is.
Brian McCann killed the Phillies with Atlanta his first stint, went around, did some shit, came back,
Yeah, he did.
and just
Pete is on some more other.
Every week, man. Every week,
yeah,
yo.
and did it again. All right, so Ralphie,
They're done.
Do
There's
you,
no need
agree,
to talk
do,
about
do
Phillies
you
right now.
agree with the question? And if you and would you welcome the Clown? Well, I know you would welcome the Clowney trade, but if you had to pull it, who would you make available? Who would you not make available?
To be
y'all
honest,
trying
though,
to
I'm
get
very surprised you guys
see y'all
didn't say
doing
this name, Nelson Aguilar,
Okay,
getting traded
okay.
into maybe a package deal with LeBlanc too.
Who you going to trade? What are you going to do? Who's going to take his spot though?
JJ, I would
In the
put
slot?
JJ, or you had Deshaun in the slot too, and just put JJ outside.
Or Sony Michelle's brother, who they like a lot too. I forget his first name.
Yeah, I
Starts
know
with
you're
an
talking
M.
about. Yeah. What college did he go to?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. He's fast.
Nelson.
Yeah. Nelson gets it though.
I don't think Nelson's going
Nelson
there,
get
guys.
like in the headspace. Nelson
I
gets
s-
it.
But my thing
He's
is,
fine.
I
He's
said it-
finally.
Yeah,
it's
yes,
clicked for him.
Yes.
And he was when we played in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He was a major.
Nine
He
catches.
was a major.
Yeah.
We couldn't do nothing
but here's
for
the thing.
him.
Though, that was his only good year, though. He only had one great year so far out of his 3 years. His
Okay.
first 2 years has been down the roller coaster.
That was
But
a
I-
chip,
and
wasn't
not yeah.
Right, but here's the thing, Ralphie, and I hear what you're saying, but like Kevin was saying, some guys get it later on. And I think last year was a down year because
Well, last
So-
year was a down year as well.
for whatever reason, him and Foles weren't clicking. I don't know what it was, and then Wentz wasn't himself. This year, with him, he's working on Randy Moss. He's doing the things he needs to do. Him and Jackson and Jeffrey, they have a bond together. So I think, and he knows it's a contract year.
Yeah.
We're going to see, and listen, and say what you want to say about Deshaun Jackson. He's still one of the best deep threats in the league, and I think with him being here, it's just such a blessing, honestly, for Nelson Aguilar, because underneath is going to be a problem. You got to pick your poison. Him one-on-one with somebody,
You just hope
moving
that
and grooving.
You just hope that Carson doesn't fall in love with going deep to Deshaun.
Because Deshaun,
that's a
he,
big-
loves
yeah,
going
yeah,
deep.
yeah.
he would make you do
And
Yeah.
Because-
he's a toy. It's like,
Right.
it's like a Corvette.
And
right.
Yeah.
And what the problem is that when you keep going deep to him, you got those safeties back there just waiting and lurking. Just waiting.
Yep.
Just waiting. And now they're hitting even harder, and he's what?
Yeah, but check this out.
175,
But check this out.
maybe.
But check this out, Kev. You worried about this? Go ahead and worry about Deshaun Jackson. I got Ertz in the middle. I got Aguilar in the
Again.
middle. I got Jeffrey
Again,
one-on-one with somebody.
him going out deep.
He's saying if Carson just falls in love
I hear
with
what you're
him
saying. Yeah,
regardless.
I mean, yeah, he's probably is. It's a possibility. He
I will
probably
say this.
Because a lot of young quarterbacks
Right.
love going for that home
Hence,
run.
one of the first things they did
He's not
today.
young. No, he's not young anymore though.
But one of the first
This is
things they
fourth
did,
year.
right? But one of the first
That's
things they
still-
did was go deep.
Right.
One of the first things they did was go deep today. That's what they did in practice.
Now I will say this. Let me just put this on put this on wax before we move forward, and we'll get to the around the league training camp stories, and we'll get to some contenders, pretenders, and then we'll the dude he went Google Gaga over last night on the phone, Trey Burke for the Sixers.
Nah, listen, no, we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I will say this. I want to put it on wax right now.
That's an old school term right there.
Yes.
Peter, goo goo gaga.
Oh my God,
That's old.
Peter.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Peter.
There goes my parlay for the day.
Dog, I don't know why you did this. You already know what's
It was,
going to
it was like a
Phillies.
$3 parlay. It doesn't matter.
Man,
So
I don't waste my time.
I will say and some may debate me, but this is what we do here on PSG, and more importantly, A2D Radio, vice versa, 1A and 1B. Deshaun Jackson, to me, is the best deep ball wide receiver of all time. Of all time. Speed and to be able to track the ball in the hands.
One of the best.
One of
the best.
I don't know anybody. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody out there or anybody else's views.
Yeah, I don't know
but
about
for
that.
me,
I don't know about
Randy's
that.
better.
Randy.
well, but Randy was a different. I'm talking about just one-trick pony. One-trick pony,
Willie
deep
Goat
wide
was-
receiver.
Willie Goat was pretty good a little before your time. Willie Goat was pretty good.
That is not before his time. He old.
You remember Willie Goat?
You know about
Yeah,
Willie
I
Goat.
do, but
All right, well, he's
I
good.
mean,
He's good what he
the
did.
only other people I was thinking of is the two of them playing now, and that's Ginn. Ginn doesn't have as good as hands,
Nah.
and then I'm Joey Galloway. That's the only ones I can think of.
Alvin Harper.
Alvin Harper, yeah. He's one of the best. Let's just say that. Ixnay the best. Ixnay that.
I will
Just
put
say one of the best.
Deshaun.
He's top 10.
Nah, I put him harder than that. I put him in
Yeah.
the top 3.
He's in the
Top
top.
three?
For me, it's top 3 of modern day.
Oh, yeah, modern
get,
day,
So
absolutely.
you'll get Harper up
But he
there.
said all time. I'm not going to say all time. I'm going to say, I'll give you
But
modern
then,
day.
but if you go back
Right.
before,
I mean, we gotta go all the way
if you go
back.
back before, 85, and you got, Galt from the Bears, right?
And the Raiders, right?
You go back before that, there wasn't anybody of that speed
Turn
in
this
the
off.
league, right?
Turn this off.
So
Leave it alone. Don't pay no
So-
mind. Just don't watch it.
you
That's what I'm
go Alvin Harper, who they just threw the ball up and he caught it.
Right.
Sheesh.
Which was every time he threw the ball up, it was like he always caught the ball.
Right.
You got Deshaun Jackson. There was one dude on Pittsburgh when Hines Ward was playing. I want to say his name was. He also was a quarterback.
You talking about
Cordell?
No,
Who?
San Antonio
No.
Holmes.
no,
Anti-Randall?
yes,
Yeah, Randall.
he was dangerous going deep.
But even with that being said, though,
But I would put him top 3.
that's what I'm saying.
I put him top
Now,
3.
I'll give you this though. Alvin Harper, Michael Irvin, Anti-Randall L, Hines Ward. When Deshaun was doing it his first time, it was Deshaun.
He had Fred X and
Come
Todd
on now.
And he
I
had
will walk off my own show.
wait, listen. He had Fred X and Todd Stinkston. That's who he had. So he did it all by himself. Or was it Todd Stinkston at that time?
Nah.
Wasn't it Todd Stinkston?
It was Kevin Curtis.
Nah,
Kevin
it's
Curtis. That's what it
yeah.
was.
By the way, real quick, Bobby Wagner just got
3
a
years, 54
3-year,
years.
$54 million deal with $40 million guaranteed.
He deserves. That man deserves everything.
That man deserves everything.
Every
Yeah.
cent,
And they were
every single
mad.
penny.
They were mad that they gave him a 99 on
That
on
man.
Madden.
That
I said
man
that he is the
deserves
best
I
linebacker in the league.
I would have
penny.
traded
He's a player.
all 3 of my linebackers, my whole linebacker core for Bobby Wagner.
By the way,
Yes, sir.
By the way, to my Madden fans out there, Madden
Next week?
fans,
Is it 2 weeks?
next week Friday. I'm trying to get. I'm the man on sticks. This man right here, Kevin Walker.
Oh, come on.
You don't
He
want, you,
continue-
don't want, you don't want this.
Are you Xbox or PS4?
Xbox.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, if y'all want to get on with your boy E-Rob Nation, all right, hit me up Xbox.
E-Rob.
That's what I do. So I need everyone
All the time.
that
That's
wants to
your
get on the sticks.
That's your man.
Don't hate. Anyone that wants to get on the hit, everyone get some sticks. I'm here. I'm trying to get this man on the sticks. He switched up when he went to PS4. He's running
Oh
from me.
yeah, I forgot about
He's running from
Rocket.
Oh yeah, Rocket Ishmael.
Rocket.
I
This man.
forgot about Rocket.
Listen,
Yeah.
once again.
But he ain't had his hands was like
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about
his hands was like 2
able
concrete
to
cinder
track
blocks.
I'm trying
everything.
to think, man.
His
That's-
hands was like 2 concrete
We've
cinder
seen
blocks, bruh.
Deshaun.
Yeah.
We've seen Deshaun run
Rocket was trash.
sideline to sideline and track a ball from Kirk Cousins, and it doesn't matter who his
I can't
quarterback
think,
is.
man. I'm like, going
It
to
doesn't
blank.
matter. Look how many quarterbacks he's had, and he still is productive. And how long he's been
But you're
in the
saying
league.
best ever though.
But he's been in the league 11 years. We're talking about
No.
durable.
I'm not
saying
discounting that.
durable.
I'm not discounting
I'll
that.
put Alvin Harper before him. I'll put Alvin Harper
I
before
don't know about that.
I understand. I understand
I'm
about.
not gonna
I
say
I'm not
that.
being
understand
a
about.
homer.
I understand.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that there's a lot of cats that we're missing out right now. That maybe the family can help us out as far as names. That one of the best deep threats out there ever. I don't think he's ever. I think he's maybe top 5. He's in there. He's in the conversation. I'm talking about all
And
the
he's
time.
still
You say all
playing.
time.
And
I
he's
can't say all
still
time.
playing.
And I'm a jackpot fan. I'm a jackpot
All right, you
fan.
keep talking
all
reckless.
day.
He could be listening. Come outside your house.
Again, I'm a jackpot fan. I love the guy. When
So
he
what-
left, I was upset.
So what do y'all need D-Jack to do?
I'm
Take
for
top
the-
off.
Nope, for the offense to be not unstoppable, but for him to be
I'ma answer that.
successful in that offense,
I'm going to answer that.
what does he need to
He
do?
needs to continue to do what he's doing. Take the top off.
Here he goes.
And
I
take
need
the-
numbers. He's
No.
talking about just continue.
Oh,
Oh,
you
numbers?
talking about numbers.
Okay.
He
no,
needs to
well,
run down
no.
50
Hold
yards.
on, listen. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this
Post.
to that. Hey, this guy. So I'm going to say this to that. He's going to, I mean, the way our offense is, we spread it around. So he's probably going to give us about, if he can give me 70 balls,
Nah, what?
just
Jesus.
60 to 70.
What?
From that neighborhood.
Spreading it around?
We're going to spread. Okay, what, 50, 60?
What?
Whoa. Okay, so you got 70. Let's go high end.
All right, let's
you
go
get
50, 60.
70. No. You got high end. You got 70 for Deshaun.
This boy delusional.
You got Ertz with what?
Okay, let me rephrase that. Let's say 50 to 60.
Okay,
all right?
let's say
50 to 60.
Let's say 60.
50 to 60.
Then you
Give
got
me about-
Alshon. You got
Hold on,
Alshon
let me
Jeffries
finish.
with.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish my.
I'm gonna let y'all
finish my
go.
talk.
Tag me when y'all done.
So let's see. Give me.
I'm
me
being
50,
quiet.
Give me
Tag me
50,
when y'all
60
done.
balls,
Okay.
and give me about maybe 6 or 7 touchdowns. I'm good with that. But what I like is he's saying the right things. He's being a leader, and that's more importantly, that's what I want from him the most. I know what he's going to give me. He's going to give me the top. He's going to do the top off thing. What he does. He's going to give me 50 to 60 balls. He's going to give me maybe 6 to 7 touchdowns. That's what I need from him. He gives me that. I'm good.
50 to 60 balls, 6 to 7 touchdowns. Okay, so if he gets 60 balls, what's Alshon gonna give you? What you want out of Alshon?
Alshon's probably going to give me around what? Because we're spreading around, so you figure 50? Realistically?
So you saying?
Hold on. I want to
Please,
hear this.
Kev.
I want to hear this.
Please.
I wanna hear
So
this.
what we're not going to do.
Okay, so
we're not gonna
no,
do
I
is
want to
that.
hear this. I want to
I'm
hear this.
done. I'm
Okay,
not saying
so
no.
you
Go
got,
ahead. Let me know. Go
you
ahead.
got
Put it
Alshon at 50.
Go ahead.
All right, so then you got Nelson at how much?
You tell me.
Let's just say no. I'm not.
No,
I'm not.
you got
What
it.
I'm
You
not
said- you
doing.
said say word.
Here's what I'm
Go
not
ahead.
doing. I'm not knocking what you're
No,
saying.
because this guy
I'm
over here being all dramatic and stuff.
But this, I'm asking the questions, and here it is for me. Tell
Talk to
me.
him. Don't look at me. Look
Tell
at him.
me. So you got Alshon at 50, right? You got
Nelson's probably going to get about 30, 40. Somewhere in that
Okay.
neighborhood, Right?
all right, and
Somewhere
then
in
who
that
else you
neighborhood.
got? Okay, then you got Zach Ertz. Now remember, Zach Ertz,
He's going to probably get the most.
right?
So Zach will probably get 70.
70. So you got 70, 60,
50 to
50,
60. 50 to 60.
okay,
40
50
to
to
50
60,
for
40
Jeffrey.
to 50.
And Nelson probably 30.
So then that means you're gonna run the ball.
Well, we're going to have a balanced attack.
You're not gonna run the ball.
We're going to be balanced. We're
You
gonna
just
run the
laid
ball
out
balanced.
like over almost.
So let
how
me look
many
it up.
receptions
Let me
at?
look it up what they did last year. Since you guys
So
are
why?
smart guys.
No, I'm not being smart. So no,
I'm asking a question.
So, no, what is your opinion?
Don't-
Go ahead. I want to know your opinion. Good.
All right, so my opinion is Deshaun has never had that many catches in the season, for one.
I'm looking at it right now.
He's never ran routes like that to where he goes and it gets those balls. Jeffrey, I see having more receptions than Deshaun. I will say this: if Deshaun has 50 receptions, we fucking going 16-0. Because we straight airing it out. Because you forget his average yards per catch is going to be anywhere between
21
18 to 20, 25
I'm looking
yards.
at it right now.
So
Yeah.
when you look at that, it's not going. He's not going to operate in the same area. What I need for Deshaun and this team, the role he has to be successful numbers wise, give me 5-6 touchdowns. I say 35 to 45 receptions. His average annual yard per his average yard per catch is going to be around 22, 23, 24 yards. Because then Jeffrey's more of a possession receiver. We see Jeffrey run the outs. We don't see Deshaun run the outs. We see Jeffrey run the comebacks. And you figure you got Nelson Aguilar. And I will say this. I've already said this before. Ertz, he's going to get the most looks. But I think I'm already on the record to say Goddard is going to be. I think Goddard is going to be surpass Ertz in the next 2 years.
So last year he had with bum quarterbacks, because that's what he had last year. He had 41 balls, 774, because he had bum quarterbacks last year. Do we agree with that? Did he have bum quarterbacks?
Yeah, but you also had
Fitzpatrick's a bum.
more complete offense.
Understood.
But you want the stats?
Understood.
Okay.
Yeah, 41 balls.
He had 41 balls last year. The other year with Jameis,
I think one year
who I
he
think-
had like
he
27.
had 50.
Okay.
He had 50 in 2017. He had 56 in 2016. With I think he was hurt in 2015.
Philly, I know he was getting more than
I'm
50
getting
balls
there.
in Philly.
Redskins, he had 30 balls his last year in Redskins
Right.
because he was hurt. The year before, at the 14 with the Redskins, he had 56. With Philly, he had 82. 2013.
Yep.
Why
So,
was that?
Again,
Why was that though? Whose offense was that?
that was Chip, right?
short.
All right. So what he's going to – so what I'm saying is
Okay.
50 to 60 ball is realistic. It probably is going to be 50. Somewhere in that neighborhood.
Hold on.
But that's realistic.
But when you're looking at Tampa Bay,
Yep.
okay, they had
No running game whatsoever.
they had a monster receiver, right?
Okay.
They had Deshaun,
What else?
and last year it was the majority of those balls came in the beginning of the season.
Yep.
The
With
deep threat with Fitzpatrick.
Fitz Magic,
Shit.
because he was airing it out.
That's
He
magic.
was.
But
He was airing it out, right? So if you're saying that they're going to be balanced, I get where he could get 50 balls. He could get 50 balls.
Yeah.
right.
And if he gets, let's say he gets 50, and Jeffries get
40, 50.
45,
Somewhere in that neighborhood, yeah.
okay? And then you got Ertz with
60.
60 to 70.
Yep.
So Goddard is going to probably get 25, 30.
Goddard to get 25 to 30.
Aguilar get 30.
Aguilar gets 30.
Right.
Carson Wentz is going to be throwing that rock.
A lot.
He's going to be throwing the rock.
And that's why I said.
Now remember,
And
remember this.
And
Remember
that's
this.
a possibility.
Remember this.
He
Remember
probably
this. Okay? So if you're catching, let's say 60 to 70% of your balls thrown to you, it's not I'm throwing it 30 times and he's catching it 30 times.
Right.
He's gonna be throwing the ball a lot.
Now, here's
Right?
the thing, and I agree with that. But here's the thing, Kev. In retrospect, let's look at the year we won the Super Bowl. We was blowing teams out. Even though we was balanced. There was that Denver game, we blew the bricks off of them. So you're going to probably have games like that where we throw a lot. But it could be somewhere where they get some type of balance. I think it's going to even out overall. I think it will even
Your
out.
team is so balanced right
That's what I'm
now
saying.
that if you decide to shift one way or another, I'd rather, and I'm not saying this as a non-Eagle fan.
No.
I'm not saying as a Patriot fan, but
Yeah.
because your team is so 50-50, if you're going to swing, I would rather see the Eagles swing on the run end
yes.
than on the pass end, because now you have time of possession.
Yep.
The one thing that the Dallas Cowboys did better than anybody else in the league
Yeah,
was they
TOP.
owned time of possession.
They did.
Yeah.
Right?
They did.
They just didn't have the QB
They did.
that could sit there and go, if we don't have time of possession, I can air it out.
Yep.
Okay. The Eagles have that though.
Right. Yep.
They can go either way.
a
But if I'm the
luxury.
coach of the Eagles, if I'm going to lean one way, I'm grinding that ball out because I have one of the best
One of the best lines.
the best center in the league, people say. I
Best
have
right tackle.
I have
Yeah.
one of the best right tackles.
Right.
I have two good guards. I have an aging
top
left
five- you have a
tackle,
top
but I
five
have
offensive
an
line.
offensive line that can dominate games
Right.
and give me time of possession.
Yep.
Right? If I don't have that now, I'm putting Carson Wentz in bad positions because
I agree with that.
every single year, because he's a gambler, every single year
and I
when
agree-
his
I agree with
output
that.
is high,
Right.
and that's with any quarterback.
Right.
Your output is high. Now you are susceptible to more injury. Do you want to do that now with Nick Foles gone?
So I agree with everything you're saying.
You
And
got Clayton Thorson, man.
And
That's stop.
that's funny. And I've said that in the past about the TOP game and controlling the clock. And I said that. But let's just keep it real, bro. Dougie P's got a little bit of that Andy Reid in him. And again, I agree with you.
But Andy Reid
finish.
has changed
Let me
his
finish.
stripes.
Let me finish
when
what
he
I'm
had
trying to
Kareem
say.
Hunt. He
Let-
changed his
let me
stripes.
finish. Let me
Forced him to
finish.
change his stripes.
Please let me
Because he
finish
was
what I'm
that
saying.
good. Go ahead.
My point is, and Dougie P's a little bit, he's not as crazy as Andy Reid back in the Philly days, right? But Dougie P's balanced a lot of times. But then Dougie P has those games where you're like, why in the Sam hell are we throwing this ball 40-something times?
Because
what is
you
he
didn't,
doing?
Because you didn't
So-
draft a quarterback. You didn't draft a quarterback of Carson Wentz's pedigree
But my point is,
to not throw
but
the
my
ball.
Point, that's my point. I was getting there. So there's going to be some games where he's going to get a little greedy. Say, oh shoot, I got me toy back here.
Because
Oh,
you're gonna look at the defense and go, okay,
Yeah.
that back end is just cheap.
Oh,
so you
look
know
at
what?
mismatch. I got
We're
mismatch
gonna
right
throw
here.
the whole way.
That's my point. So there's going to be games where Dougie P's like, oh man, we're going to just
I
air
don't know
this
if you'll
thing
see
out, man.
complete games. You may see
There'll be a
stretches.
few games.
Because the complete games is hard because like we were just saying with Andy Reid and Kareem Hunt forcing to run the ball. You didn't draft Jordan.
Plus his coaching staff
You
did
didn't
too.
trade Jordan Howard
Yeah.
for
Plus his
Jordan
coaching
Howard to have him sit back there and
No,
block.
no. I agree. I mean, listen. Like I said, on the grand scheme of things, it's going to be balanced, which we love.
Wait.
What?
Who's your new OC?
Mike Groh,
My girl.
second year there. by the
So
way.
on the grand scheme of things, yeah, we want to be balanced. But I'm just saying to you, there's going to be times, whether it be a game, whether it be a couple quarters in a game, where he's going to sling it. He's going. That's what Dougie Pete does. That's what he does. I mean, that's just that's his pedigree.
Right.
So we're going to see that.
So for me, as a whole, and we look at the Eagles training camp, and we'll move more around the league. We'll hit some spots real quick and some topics. Wentz itself, his maturation, I think that Eagles fans really don't have. I've told you this before. You've heard this. I've said it in 2016. Like, this dude, if everything goes right and he progresses, we've never had the opportunity to say Donovan 2001, 2002, to where you said you had one of the top 3 best quarterbacks in the league. I think Wentz has that in him if he can take that next step and protect his body, and we need to see him play 16 games because the talent is there, the arm is there. It's not the strongest arm in the league, but listen, he can get it there when he needs. He can make all the throws when he wants.
Right.
And his legs are there somewhat, but with the coaching staff being cohesive again, we saw this the second year of Frank Wright and Doug Peterson. We went to a Super Bowl. And now the running game is getting back to that. Brandon Brooks, we already see it, but we have measures in place with Wiz. And you also got Sayamalu. You also got Vaitai playing right guard. So they're deep on the offensive line.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is the most. I mean,
this
is the most
we have a
complete
team, bro. We got a
This
squad.
is. I'm gonna be honest with you. And they said the other day. They said this is the most complete team that we've had in a while. But I just want to give a quick shout out to everyone, the family that's rocking with us right now. Say some of the names I hear. Jake Foss-Benner. Thanks for rocking with us. I don't think I've ever seen you before, but thanks for rocking with us. Jeff Lohmeyer.
Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Welcome
as well
to
as
Chilligan's Island.
Okay. Tristan Rosso, he says, "What's up, fam?" My man Bill Middlebrooks, my man rocking with us. I appreciate you, man. Now he says, which is interesting. Jesse Jesse's back.
Cowboys fan.
Cowboys winning the East.
He said they're winning the East.
So Jesse, you really, I mean, honestly, I think the Cowboys gonna be tough for us. And I said it. Pete don't agree with me.
They
Pete,
have the potential of winning
They
the
have
East.
the potential.
But
They do.
as long as Carson Wentz stays healthy,
It's gonna be, could be Eagles all day.
it's
So,
gonna be.
but let me say
it's
this.
gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough though. It's not a cakewalk. So Bill says exactly what I try to tell Thomas and Nolan.
Middlebrook.
The other night, run first team this
Middlebrook,
year.
holla at me. I'm looking for a card, Middlebrook.
Okay, so the other night, run first team this year, which will open up for the big plays, and totally agree with your teams can't load the box because of the receivers spreading the field. Finally, someone who gets it. So I mean, listen, we want to see the balance. We want to see the balance, but at the end of the day, he's gonna sling the rock, man.
So,
let's
I
try-
gotta do this.
Go ahead.
So my wife is watching, y'all. So.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Hey,
What's up?
Sabrina.
What's your wife's name? Sabrina?
Yeah, she's on.
How you doing, Sabrina?
Sabrina?
She's on. Yep, she's on.
Okay.
Mrs.
She
Walker?
better still be. She better still be on too.
Better?
I saw her.
Ooh,
She
my
watching.
Lord.
She better still be
Why
on.
you
'Cause
gotta
she was
be-
like,
I said
I
you
need
gotta-
the link.
Threats.
so I was like, yeah. She need to be watching the whole show.
Your baby is starved now.
That's
Trying to
funny,
be.
man.
Listen, man. So on the YouTube side, I want to thank everybody for checking and rocking with us. We got Vester, we got Bryce, Jalen, we got Sean Taylor. That's his name, Sean Taylor, HTTR. I won't say the name. We got Sheldon in here. A couple Clowney said some people obviously non-believers think it cannot happen, it will not happen.
Yeah, of course.
But how we can't stop won't stop.
I
You
mean,
know what
anything can happen in the national
Anything
football.
can
But I'm
happen.
gonna say this
Anything
though.
can
I'm
happen.
gonna say that. And I was sitting there talking to Kevin, looking at him, and I'm thinking when we talking about Clowney, if we didn't do it, you know the Patriots would do it.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
You know, in the heartbeat,
Especially-
the hoodie will pull the whatever, the sock, whatever you want to say. He would just do it.
Especially when they don't have to pay him, because
No.
Belichick don't care about none
Here's
of
what
that.
we
nonsense
don't care.
stuff.
Yeah,
Here's
you're
what
right.
we won't do.
You're right.
Here's what we won't do.
What?
We won't get a person like Clowney
Why is that?
because
Putting him next to Dante?
nope,
Why?
we wouldn't do it
Why not?
because he's not. He likes his linebackers big.
Okay.
That's his problem. That's
Y'all run
number
3-4
one.
still, right?
Number
Y'all
two.
still run 3-4?
Yeah.
No, we run like a big nickel.
Hybrid.
Yep.
Okay.
We run that big nickel. The second part
why you doing
is
this to yourself? Don't
the
torture
second
yourself.
part is that
torture yourself,
for
bro.
whatever reason,
torture yourself. You torture yourself.
Belichick does
It's done.
not like
Stick a fork in him.
does not like trading for just pure rushers.
Yeah.
We had an opportunity to get a bunch of them, and we'd either let them go,
Yeah.
right?
Chandler Jones.
Right.
I.e. Chandler Jones.
Right?
And he was on top of this game.
Because it's not just rushing after the quarterback.
Yeah.
It's you have to, and that's why a lot of guys come into the Patriots, get their chip and leave because and are frustrated on the defensive line because they're like, I can't rush the quarterback.
It's not in the system.
Like,
Yeah, they
like
have their role.
What's the boy? Chris
Long.
Chris Long.
Yes.
His thing was he couldn't rush the quarterback because that's not their system.
Yeah.
Would I like a Jadeveon Clowney on?
Yeah.
I would, but that's not his thing. That's
Okay.
what, that's just
And
not. That's just not
I
his
will
thing.
not question the GOAT coach of all time. I will not. I will not do that.
I wish he did just get one good pass rusher. Just
He don't
one.
need
Now
him
he
to-
drafted one,
Yeah.
but
What you talking about? Flowers?
no,
no,
you talking about?
this past
Who they
draft.
draft?
And remember, don't forget they got the other boy last year who tore his ACL. I can't remember his name.
Yep.
Okay. Which one was that?
Geez, he was I think he was in the 4th or 5th round. They picked up a pass rusher,
Yeah.
but he can rush the passer.
Yeah.
Right.
But he's not going to be asked to rush the passer
consistent.
every single down. It's just not going to happen.
So a lot of defensive linemen want to pin their ears back and just have one.
That's
focus.
not in New England.
Nah, you can't do that.
If you want to get your stats, go somewhere else.
So
You want to get chips? Come on down. Come on up to Boston.
So everyone's weighing. Everyone's weighing in. Bill Middlebrooks and Jesse's going at it. He disagrees with what Jesse's saying about his assessment as far as the Cowboys winning it.
nah,
Billy
y'all
Middle-
need
Billy
the key to
Middlebrooks
your
says
team
no.
is Zeke.
Well, listen, the Zeke
He
thing.
is Zeke.
Now that you bring that up with the Zeke thing, I think
That's a great segue,
Listen.
by the way, on my part.
it's good. So listen, I will never come against a grown man trying to get his money. Get your money, especially in the NFL, where I think they're. You said what?
Here we go. Let's get it.
I think I will never in this world come against a grown man trying to get his money, especially NFL when you can get hurt and they just leave you and then that's it.
Understood.
So with the Zeke thing, hold out as long as you need to hold out, brother. Get your money. Yeah. I think if I'm looking through my crystal ball in my head, my big head, I'm thinking that they get it done right before I see the 4th preseason game and get it done and then bring him in going there.
So Jesse, your team was in a precarious position where they did draft very well. That whoever gets signed first, the other ones are going to be pissed off. Dak could be mad, especially Dak could be pissed off because of the fact of Goff and Wentz. Well, Goff hasn't got his extension yet, but it's going to be.
He's after, yeah.
He's going to be coming.
Yeah.
It's going to be bigger than Wentz.
Shouldn't be, but it is.
All right, so here's.
But I'm just saying. That's how it works.
Here's the.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I'm from the Texas. I'm in Dallas.
Yeah, this
right?
is your world.
Yeah, the
So
Southern
now
draw
I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Right.
However,
He said, put a disclaimer out there, right?
they have started negotiations with Dak,
Okay.
and they have started at.
Now you're out there. You're hearing it right now.
They're starting
Okay.
it at 35.
Wow. Please.
Yo, but my
That's
thing
where
is,
that's where they have started.
But if you're Dak,
Okay.
I know you want to get your money, but
Here's the second
why
part.
don't you take less money though?
Here's the second part.
$35
But
million.
here's
You just sat there and said
Listen
you
to
own
me.
another man's
When
pocket.
I'm saying, I know.
Listen to
Did
me.
he not just say
But
that?
what I'm
Listen to
saying
me.
is,
Right.
Oh, let me.
This is why I said what I said because I knew he was going to say this.
This narcissist behavior we deal with on a regular basis. Peter Evans. I understand that, but what I'm saying, take the same page. In this case, a little different, because you got to sign all these guys right on your team. In
He's
this
not
case,
thinking about that.
would you be quiet? Let me finish my
I
point.
need to feed my kids.
Hold on. You got money. You got endorsements. You got money off the
Yeah,
field.
he was a 4th
Let me
round
finish
pick.
what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
Take a page out of Peyton Manning's book.
Jerry-
Take a page out of Tom Brady's book.
Jerry
so you can
Jo-
win championships on your guys. That's my
See,
point.
with Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, everybody thinks that, he takes less money and he does this
No.
and this and this.
They
The
just
thing is that
stretch
overall, they're a huge cap hit, okay? They take less money yearly
on the book.
Okay.
on the books so that they can
they
sign
getting
other
paid.
players. However, their cap hit is pretty large, and Peyton didn't really take
That much less.
that much less. Now, here's the problem with Zeke, okay?
Jesse's saying Dak's not getting 35.
Check this out. This is what I hear in Dallas,
Okay,
man.
I
This
got
is-
you.
Hey,
You're there.
Hey, listen,
You're
I'm
there.
there. I'm there, brother.
You're there.
Look,
You hear it
I
all
only can
day.
report.
You don't want to
what
hear
I'm
it, but you hear it. Yeah,
Right.
I got you.
This is the problem with Zeke, okay? If he comes in like you said he's going to come in right before 4th preseason game number 4,
He ain't got no leverage.
he going to come out of shape.
Yep.
Yeah,
He going to be fat
that is true.
because last year,
that is true.
Right?
I'll give you that.
last year, he came back after. Well, actually, he came back after being what was he? He was suspended, right?
That was
then
the year before, I thought.
But then Last year he came into camp out of shape.
No. Last year he came in shape. Remember last year he was running on the beach and all that shit.
Yeah, but no, my bad. I'm
The
sorry.
year before that.
When he came back off of suspension 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
He came back
Yeah.
fat and out of shape. It took him a long time to get back in the game playing speed. Now, when he was on the beach and he was running all that stuff, them little highlight clips.
Yeah, little clips.
He might have ran. He was like, "Yo, you know what? Let me just go ahead and give
the
me the
Baywatch clips.
Go ahead, put this on right now. I'm gonna run this one good time because that's all I got in me is one good run."
I need to show him what I could do.
He got on that field and you could tell he was out of shape. He was eating.
What, in 2 years, right?
2 years ago.
That's the bad part about holding out. You run the risk of injury. You run the risk of not coming in shape.
Right.
Anything can happen.
But last year when he came in with his mind on one track, he was the best running back in the league.
Absolutely.
He was, and
He's
he
the
is.
best running back in the league.
He's the best.
Absolutely.
He's the best running back in the league.
So when that being said,
Get your money.
know what kind of quarterback you have. You don't have a superstar quarterback. You have an above-average game manager quarterback, and then you have a borderline number one wideout.
Right.
With that being said, you need that. If you look at all the positions or you rank them in the positions amongst the league, you have a top, you have a thoroughbred, and then you got some little stallions. You got to pay that thoroughbred first.
No, because you know what? I'm going back to the 90s.
All right.
Because he had that. Jerry Jones had that same predicament.
Did he pay Aikman before he paid Emmett?
Troy,
Yep.
Irvin,
Michael, and then Emmett.
then Emmett.
Because remember, Emmett
Emmett
held out.
And
And Emmett won that money, and then he finally gave him game 2. I think it's game 3 he came back, and he got $13 million. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's how because remember, the NFL says as long as I have a starting quarterback, I'm good. I can get any type of running back I need.
Listen.
All I need is because it's like, Emmett, look, I got these horses in front of you that's giving you these numbers. As soon as you hit the hole, you are 4 yards down the field.
Right.
So it's not you. It's my offensive line, which he had the best offensive line in football.
I just think here's my thing, man. And again, I'm gonna segue back to it. Bottom line is, and again, I'm gonna put a disclaimer again. I'm not talking about men getting their money to get your money, but in this case with Dak, being that you're in a situation because they're in a log jam, man. Now you still got Byron Jones, you still got Van Der Esch, you still got Jalen
Nobody's
Smith.
talking about any of the players
You know
on
what I'm
defense,
saying?
and the defense is the strength of their team.
Exactly. So my point is, listen, be that team player. You're the captain of your ship. If you want to win rings like you say you do,
he ain't doing it.
I know he's not going to do it, but he should.
So you're wasting your breath.
No, I'm not. I'm just. This is my point. I'm giving it out. This is what I do.
He'll take a couple dollars off.
Listen.
Yeah, let me just get that 50 cents.
That's just crazy, man. $35 million.
So
that's where they starting at.
So we'll go from we'll go from one holdout situation with Zeke to another to two more. Two more real very quick thoughts on Michael Thomas's holdout.
Get your money.
And they definitely.
Well, what he's going to do is he's going to wait till Julio signs. Because Julio's going to re-up in Julio right now.
No, Julio. Arthur, but there's a certain thing. They can't do it for Julio yet, but he has a promise from Arthur Blank
that they're going to do it this year.
At the end of the season, they're going to do it.
So
if he waits, it's the end of the season.
So, but for the Saints, listen, I understand they done made wide receivers out of piles of sand. Michael Thomas, while he's not a Julio-esque, he's a man on that field.
Absolutely.
So you need to pay him some money.
Now they offered $19 million from offhand, from what I understand. But he wants more.
Yeah, I would want more too.
He deserves it.
And they need him.
He checks all the boxes.
They need him.
He checks all the boxes.
So let's go to now Melvin Gordon's holdout. and
after looking up how long he's been in the league.
He's been in the league since 2015.
Looking at his,
so now that he was drafted in 2015.
Okay. Right now he only has the 5th-year option left.
$5.5 million.
Right. And Melvin Gordon needs that bread.
He needs to get paid. They should pay him because the standard has been set by the other two running backs in his same draft class that are premier. David Johnson got to re-up, and also Todd Gurley got to re-up as well. So, listen, he needs to get paid. And then, so I want to get your thoughts on the holdout situation first. And I know we had some YGTGs surrounded around this as well.
First. I'll finish it off. Go ahead, Kev. You're our guest host, doing your thing. So this all
Gordon needs that money.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think that San Diego is looking at
yourself, man.
They're looking at a couple other teams to say, okay, Gordon, I know you're getting your yards. however. Okay, because there are some however teams.
Yes.
Okay, I like that.
Here's
teams.
a however team.
Right.
Pittsburgh is a however team.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I like that.
Now, Bell.
Triple B's. What was it?
I'll
Bell?
get the
Was it Bells,
I'll get the
Brown?
bell. I'll get the bell later on.
Okay.
But Bell came in and did his thing, and he was unstoppable in Pittsburgh.
Doing this thing, yes.
Now you got
absolutely.
Connor coming in, and he's doing pretty much
Almost the same.
the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you got the running back by committee,
Yep.
where you say, I could use one of you if you get hurt and I don't have a good backup. Now I'm screwing myself.
Right.
Or I can let you walk like the Patriots always do. Hey, you want that money? Go somewhere else and go get it.
They're going to pay Sony, though, when it's
Go
time.
in there and go get it.
I don't know if he keeps getting injured the way he is. I don't think so.
That's why they picked up the
Is he hurt now?
Yeah, he hurt
that-
again.
Yeah, he's on the PUP.
Yeah, dog. He keeps getting hurt.
But
No, he's not
but
getting that money.
but that's why they picked up the boy from Bama.
Yeah.
Which one?
The starting running back from Bama.
Talking about
Harris?
Harris?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they drafted him this year, right?
Yeah.
That's a good draft pick, too.
For
So-
the reason. But for Gordon,
And you're an Alabama fan, by the way, guys. I just wanted to say that to the people. And isn't that double-edged sword? Alabama fan, Crimson Tide, Crimson
Somebody
Tide,
is a front runner.
and then
No.
and a Patriots fan.
hey,
All
look,
right, okay.
listen.
I'm just
So Gordon, does he deserve the money? Yes, he does.
Okay.
Period. He deserves the money because look
Absolutely.
at his numbers. He's proven that he could be that guy for the next, I guess, 5 more years.
Right.
Right? But you're only getting 5 more years out of him.
Yeah.
Right.
You're not getting another 10 out of him. The running back position is not 15 years anymore.
No.
It is you get in
5 to 7
you
years.
get 5
that.
to 7
If
years.
that.
So now
If that, yo.
I'm Sandy, I'm LA, and I'm like, okay, if I get this man an extension with his workload, and I make him the highest paid running back in the league.
I don't even think he wants that, though.
even
What,
if I
the
give
highest
it,
paid?
even if I
Yeah.
give
He
him,
was close to it.
even if I
Yeah,
get him
He was
close,
to it. Yeah.
he's
I
already
think
at
he
that.
wants
What's their
more.
cap
He
situation?
wants more.
Can you look up
They
the
have a
Chargers
problem,
cap
too.
situation?
They have-
He's
they have a problem
already
with
at
that,
my.
too.
He's already at his
Yeah.
running back window that's closing.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause this is
If
what?
I was going to extend him, I would have extended him maybe 1 or
You
2
should have did it
years
earlier. Yeah. Yeah.
ago.
cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah.
and it would have been cheaper.
People forget about the David Johnson. That extension
Yeah, that was
should be
smart.
that should be the template
the
for all
blueprint.
extensions.
Yeah.
3 years, 39 million.
So real quick before
Right.
I get my point, I just want to give a quick
ahead.
shout out to my man BT Ben Turok in the building. What's good, BT? Gordon's in trouble. He kind of got Wally piped. I don't know who that is by Eckler. Again, if you are
But
paying
couldn't
running
stay
backs,
healthy.
if you are paying running backs, again, if you're paying running backs in today's NFL, you are behind the league.
Yep.
Very good point, Ben. So with me, for me, myself, again, the man deserves his money. He's a top 5 running back in the league.
What's their cap situation, Ralphie?
Hold on, let me finish my point. I think they should pay the man, which I think they eventually will. But from what all the experts are saying, it's going to be a long stalemate. They saying that it could go into the second game of the season. So with that being said, it's just a tough situation, man. Because like you said, Kev, with the running backs the way it is, you say 5 to 7. I'm saying 4 to 5, if that, bro.
Because you look at
You know what
Todd
I'm
Gurley.
saying?
Look at Todd Gurley. They gave him his money, and now look at him.
he's
He
chipped
can't
up.
even get
he can't
on.
His knees. He got the degenerative thing.
He
going
can't
on?
even bend down and pick up the Monday morning paper.
So the moral of the story is get your money while you
I'm just
can.
saying, Pete.
And
they-
if you
they
hold,
drafted Darrell
and
Henderson.
if you gotta hold out.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah, he trying to get something. What's their cap situation,
10
Ralphie?
million.
That's all they have left?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And then
Yeah, 'cause they got-
the two big cap hits on their team right now is Melvin Ingram with a 19 million cap
Yeah.
hit, and Phillip Rivers with a 23
Yep.
million cap hit.
Well, I'd
And he's
expect.
coming up again too, right?
I
Is he coming
expect-
up? And
think so, yeah.
Okong, I think Russell Okong's making who by the way has blood clots.
he has
13, right?
15
Yeah,
million.
15.
I'd,
So
expe-
someone
I'd
else.
expect Rivers about that
Hayward's
high.
making 11 mil, right?
10,
Casey
yeah,
Hayward?
and Keenan
Yeah.
Allen has
And
a
you know
12
who's
million
next?
cap hit.
Yeah.
You know who's next?
Bosa.
Joey
Bosa.
Bosa's next.
Yeah.
I want my bread.
So they're in the pinch.
Yeah.
They're in the pinch.
I want
They're
my
in a similar
bread.
situation to Dallas. So
Yeah.
And then don't they got a stud corner?
Yeah, and
Hayward.
Melvin's only
Making
on
10
the
mil.
books
Yeah.
right now. He's only a 5 million cap hit.
Who?
Melvin Gordon is.
Melvin Gordon, yeah.
and all that's guaranteed too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all guaranteed.
So
yeah.
if it sounds like to me, Gordon will be a better off situation demanding a trade.
And you know
Good.
who also they
Good.
also have Mike Williams too.
Yeah. Yes,
He's
coming
starting.
up.
He's starting to come
He's
into
still
his
coming
own
up
too.
And he's gonna have a big year this year too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they got rid of Terrell Williams. Let him go to
So
Raiders.
could you see a possible trade partner out there for Melvin Gordon, who could use it, like maybe not even a pick swap, but maybe a player swap.
I got one.
I could think of a running back in a
Who's
situation that his team really don't want him, but they need a running back.
Who's that?
That's Jacksonville. Fournette for Gordon.
Yep.
Straight up?
Straight up.
Yep.
I can see it.
Straight up.
I think. Listen, as far as in the fantasy
I
world,
don't think the Chargers are going to take
in
Fournette,
the
though.
fantasy world, I wouldn't touch Fournette with a stick.
I'm waiting to see if the first three.
I
teams
would not
trade
touch
in
him
the NFL.
because he's
I
on
can't
the
see
outs
that.
with
I can't see
TC.
that. I can't see that.
Fournette. He's on the outs with TC.
I can see Gordon in. I can see him in Jacksonville. I can see him in Chicago.
But why if Chicago?
Yeah, well, they just got
How
Montgomery.
much? No, don't get me wrong. I like.
If Melvin Gordon, if you're Chicago, you did draft a rookie.
Yeah, David.
Yeah,
Montgomery.
they like him
Okay.
a lot.
But if Melvin Gordon falls in your lap, you're going to tell me, nah, man, I got this rookie. Heck no, you're not going to do it.
They're in love with Tyreek Cohen, though, bro. They're in love. That's why Jordan Howard's going.
I get
They're
all
in
that.
Yo, they love Tyreek. Rightfully so.
But
Rightfully
now
so.
you can move him to more of a
Of his role. Yeah,
receiver,
more of his role.
right? And you use Melvin,
Listen.
and now you can save him.
Listen, if
You can save those
If the
carries because you
Chargers-
now have the
if the
rookie, you have
Chargers-
Cohen.
I feel you, if the Chargers want to get to the Super Bowl and beat the Patriots, we all agree that the Patriots is the favorite in the AFC, right?
No,
You don't?
no.
Who you
No.
got? The Chiefs?
Now the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Okay.
I
right.
even put the Chargers
So
in front
let,
of the Chiefs.
No.
really?
Nope.
Well, you know, I do like the Chargers, but I'm not gonna say that. But let's just say we have to worry about the
Chargers coach is afraid
Let,
of Bill
let's,
Belichick.
let's just say this.
There's only one coach that's not afraid of Bill Belichick.
Okay, but let's say this.
in the league.
Let's just say this: the Patriots and
You
the
know
Chiefs
who I'ma say,
are the
so-
pecking order, right?
It's
They're second
Chiefs.
order.
Well, right now I would put the Chiefs when Tyreek Hill came back.
Chiefs
They
and the
leapfrog.
Patriots. So my point is, if they want to compete with those teams, if they want to get to the top, they want to get to the Lombardi, because that's the ultimate goal. That's where they are right now. They realize the doors closed on Rivers, and they only have a couple years, so they want to get the championship, right?
Right.
So you need Gordon. You got to get it done, man.
I
You got
get
to
you.
You got to figure that thing out.
I get you. But
Whatever
look,
it takes.
but look at that cap space. You only got $10 million.
3 years.
But that's this year, okay?
Yeah.
So
got to figure it out, man.
But
you can have a low cap number.
but your
You could.
deal
and back
your
on him.
your deal could start after that 5th year option.
And he's
Just
looking for
say,
an extension.
Here's your money, right?
Right.
But then
Yeah.
Rivers comes up again.
Right, that's
Rivers
what I was
comes
saying
up
earlier.
next
Bye-bye.
year.
Yeah, he's coming up.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
So Rivers?
Bye-bye.
No. How is he? 36, 37?
Dog.
How old is Rivers? 36?
He my age playing.
Rivers is going to play another 3 years, bro, at least. He's going to
He
play.
could do it somewhere else.
With Gordon back there, he can.
Yes.
Yeah, with Gordon. Without Gordon, no.
Rivers-
Without Gordon?
But that's why they're going to
Absolutely
sign him.
not.
Rivers is going to play another at least 4 years.
If that was the case, why he
Easy.
say what he say?
Because he's an idiot.
Okay, let's go.
Unless they tank for Tua.
Because he's an idiot.
And go ahead. You go ahead and
Tua's
take.
going to be
Hold on, I'm
Miami
glad
Dolphin
you
next
here.
year, bro.
He's going to be a New York
Tua's going to
Giant.
be no, stop it.
They're gonna be like
How do you
Daniel
like- You
Jones.
like Tua? You think
Tua's
Tua's
going to
for
be
real?
a Miami Dolphins.
He's gonna be
Miami
like
Dolphins.
He's gonna be like they're gonna be like Daniel Jones.
I know BT
You
likes
think Tua's
that.
for real?
I know Ben Tork likes that.
Honestly, you think Tua's for real?
in the right system. Yeah, he'll get it
Everybody,
done.
every quarterback in the right.
No,
system.
he can get it.
Yeah, he can play.
He
I
can
think
get it
he can
done.
play.
Okay, so I want to get to something real
He can
quick.
get it done.
This is since training camp started this week. There is a lot of players that chose some
We're
elaborate.
here now? You got to go?
Elaborate interests.
We're here, right? You got to go?
No.
Okay, all right. I thought you said that. So I'm asking.
Elaborate interests.
Oh
Okay.
my God!
And the
Here we-
training
yes,
camp.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
AB chose to arrive to camp in a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Are you serious?
Yes, he did, and he's on the PUP list already. And then my man,
Because he ain't trying to do camp training.
Yeah,
camp.
he's just
And then
too
on
That's
my-
PUP.
Yeah.
But he ain't hurt.
He's just doing too much.
and then the biggest one and the most extravagant, which caught a lot of heat, which I'm cool with. I thought it was hilarious. Was Ramsey showing up in a Brinks truck, the Jacksonville?
Yeah,
camp.
that was fun. I like that.
And
one.
then he had my man Ha Ha Davis on the mic
Yeah, I heard that.
talking
yeah.
about he gonna open up his own correctional institute because he got wide receivers on lockdown.
And he already said he's not giving a break. He already said that.
No, he
Ain't no
shouldn't.
discounts coming this way, Jacksonville. All right,
He shouldn't.
Duval, no discounts. All right.
No, but yo, man, listen.
Listen,
pay,
get your money, man. I
Pay
ain't
that
mad at
man. No, Jacksonville. Pay
Get your
that man his money. He worth every cent. Every cent.
You know, this is like watching. You ever?
I'm gonna say.
You know when you
I'm
was
gonna
in
say
school,
this.
you know
I'm
you was
gonna
in school
say.
and
I did not like.
Uh-huh.
I'm an old school dude, so
Okay.
right.
the Jalen Ramsey coming in the Brinks truck, I didn't like it.
It sends a clear message.
I'm like,
both
okay,
parties
I
know where
got
they
you.
stand.
I got you.
He wants money, pay him.
But everybody knows that Jalen Ramsey is not taking a pay cut for anybody. We already know that.
Yeah.
You do not have to come to camp in a Brinks truck
Right.
and let everybody know that, because we
but-
already know Ramsey's always all been about him.
Yeah.
And there's nothing
But you
wrong,
just said it,
wrong
though.
with that.
But you said that,
There's
though.
nothing wrong with that.
But this is, see, the thing is, though, Kev, and I always say it, this generation, that Generation Z, that's what they are. It's cut from a different cloth, man. They're not,
I get it.
They're not like us, man.
I
They-
get it.
it's a show me
get
thing.
it. I
I'm
get
entitled.
it.
It's
I
my
get
time.
it.
Give it to me. Here I am, blah, blah, blah. This is what they
I
do,
guess,
bro.
So I guess Jalen Ramsey took a year off last year, because he was getting smoked last year.
They was all getting smoked last year in that defense.
That's all. Listen.
I guess he took a year off.
I'm gonna listen, Jalen. I get your money.
Because if I'm the GM, I'm like, well, what happened last year?
Jalen,
He
get
still
your money.
get that money, though. If he goes
But
over Marcus,
what happened was,
you know
what
I mean?
happened was, their defensive line wasn't like it was. It didn't play as good.
No, they had some
So they
problems.
didn't get no pressure.
They had some problems.
Now that Yana Ngakoue didn't got taken care of,
Yeah.
he got his extension.
And I think the league kind of figured out a
But
lot of wrinkles with them, too.
Tell us
you know
who
what I'm
stopped
saying?
playing this year.
Who?
Tell us who stopped playing. Forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think the league. Listen, the league figures you out, man. If you're taking the league by storm for 1 year, that following year, watch out, because they're gonna figure.
Because that's all they're gonna do is they watch
a
and
la,
film
a
on
la
you.
Chip Kelly. What happened next year? Yeah, we
That's
was 10-6.
different.
No, it's not. I'm just giving an example.
Yeah.
But my point is, they figured a lot of this stuff, even though he's running 9 plays.
To the point,
Because he ran 9 plays.
Sean McVay in the
Right?
Super Bowl. Sean McVay in the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. They figure you out.
But this is how Garoppolo and Goff are going to have. Goff is not going to have the year that he had last year.
Didn't I just say that last year? I said that last week.
Now, here's the reason why.
Yeah,
Here's
I
the
said
reason why.
they definitely take.
Here's the reason why.
Kevin?
Here's the reason why.
I
Here's the
said
reason
it.
why. So, unfortunately,
Was you here last week?
I got to bring this up
I wasn't
again,
here.
but it was said, so I got to bring it up.
Go ahead.
So, the Patriots put the blueprint on McVay and Goff.
I said it last week. Thank you for giving me
So
that
they're
confidence.
and that's just not Sean McVay. That's the boy out in San Francisco. That's his thing.
Shanahan.
Okay.
Shanahan.
What they do is they bring you up to the line. They call the play. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Bring you up to the line of scrimmage, and then they talk to you to let you see what they see,
Yeah.
so that you know who's going to be open. And now you can just go step,
So
boom, fire and
essentially-
drop and fall. That's what happened with Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
What happened with Matt Ryan
When Shanahan
the
was there.
following year
After Shanahan left.
That's right.
Okay.
They talk too much.
It was, I don't know what I'm seeing anymore. I need that person in my ear to tell me what I'm seeing.
Sarkisian was.
They talk too much.
No, he wasn't doing. He was,
So what they did in the Super Bowl was Belichick was talking to their middle linebacker at the time, whoever it was at the time.
Okay.
It was probably Dante Hightower.
Okay.
And telling him exactly what the offense was doing.
Okay.
And because they only ran a few plays,
Mm-hmm.
it got to the point where they kept shifting.
Right.
And Goff, at 15 or 14 seconds, he didn't know what he was looking at.
Yeah.
So they made the last pre-snap adjustment right after the mics came off,
Right.
and now he didn't know what he's looking at. Okay, so is that going to happen with Goff this year? That's the blueprint to beating Goff. That's the blueprint to beating.
And now McVay and the GM just got read up.
Listen.
That's the blueprint.
As I said last week, and I thank you for segueing off what I said last week. As I said, they're going to figure out everything, all your little intricate wrinkles in your offense,
Yeah.
all the things that you do.
Yeah.
That next year, this year, and they're going to be maybe 10-16, some maybe 11-5. But how they
I don't think they win a division.
because Seattle, right?
No.
Arizona?
Nope.
Who am I missing?
San Francisco.
You think San Francisco going to make it that big of a jump? Possibility. I mean, they got a great running game. They got Kittle doing this thing.
No, it's not even their
They're
defense,
outside, the defense.
their
yeah.
defensive line, and you got a
Is-
motivated Richard Sherman.
They got Thomas.
And
they
if-
got the Buckner. Didn't they pick up somebody else? They picked up.
D4's there.
D4's there.
If
They
Jimmy
picked up a
Ward can stay
linebacker,
healthy,
too. Possibility.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Possibility.
NFC West is gonna be. It's not
gonna
as
be
clear
another fight.
cut as you think.
Yeah.
It's gonna be another
And
fight.
I'm telling you right
Yeah.
now, first year quarterbacks like Kyler Murray, what the league cannot, the defenses cannot
Takes a
prepare
while.
for is that damn speed. That boy gonna be
Well, listen.
he gonna be
and
far
I said
out
that.
there.
And I said
for
off
his
camera.
for his life.
Yeah.
I said off camera. That air raid offense, all the wrinkles that Kingsbury is going to put in that air raid offense, and having David Johnson and all the fantasy users out there, fantasy people that play fantasy like myself, if you can get David Johnson, you have a great year because I think he's going to have an excellent year in that air raid offense. I just think they're going to put him in spots where he's going to make some moves, do his things.
Right.
Kyler Murray doing his thing. Fitz is going to have a nice year catching balls. You know what I mean?
They're not even going to go 500 in their division.
You don't think so?
Nope.
So real quick.
Offensively, they're going to be good.
Real quick.
No, meaning in their own division because you got Pete Carroll who used to run that offense in USC. You got Shanahan who runs that type of offense too. You got McVay who also runs that offense too. So and Wade Phillips.
Yeah.
Right? And then you have Pete Carroll who is a defensive mind.
Yep.
Right? So in their division, in order for them to be relevant, they have to at least go 500 and they won't go 500 in their division.
Yeah. At least go 3-3.
You got Seattle, Bobby Wagner's not having none of that.
Bobby Wagner's a problem.
And
right?
He has no cares in the world.
Then you'll have you talk about speed, then you'll have the LA Rams who Aaron Donald's not having none of that. Yeah. He ain't never had Kyler Murray has never had pressure up the middle like Aaron Donald.
They lost some key acquisitions though on the defensive side. The Rams.
I don't care who they lost.
I mean, listen, they still got of course they got
Aaron Donald is the most dominating player in the league.
In the league, absolutely.
Yeah. Period.
But other than their Aaron Donald, they lost some key acquisitions.
So then you got San Francisco, whose defensive line is really, really stout.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So can I see them going 500 in the division? No.
Okay.
I can't see it.
So speaking of divisions, so let's go around. Give me your top 3, top 4, the ones who be playing on divisional round weekend. AFC, NFC.
Okay.
You first.
No, go ahead, man.
Me first.
You the guest. Gotta go.
AFC.
Gotta be hospitable.
4 teams.
So no, the 4. So it's give me
got 8, right?
Give me 8. So we'll go AFC first, and then we'll go NFC.
All right.
We'll go around AFC.
We know the Patriots are going to be there. We know the Chiefs are going to be there. Colts will be there. That's 3.
Okay.
So we said Chiefs, Colts, who else?
Chiefs, Colts, Pats. Man,
who's that last?
Chargers will be there.
So that's it. Yeah, AFC.
Chiefs.
Colts. No, because we got to do each.
Do NFC.
We got to do.
You got to finish NFC.
Well, I got in the AFC East.
So you got the top four remaining seeds on each conference.
So you got.
You had Chiefs.
You have the Chiefs in the West.
Okay, you got the Colts.
You'll have the Colts in the South.
Chargers.
You'll have
that's
have the Patriots in the East.
You can go with a wild card team,
and you're gonna go with.
You don't have to pick a division.
You're gonna go
Browns.
Browns in the North.
Everybody saying Browns.
I'm gonna say the Browns in the North.
Everybody saying Browns.
Only because outside of the Eagles, they have the most balanced team.
Yeah,
I just been advised that Yannick Ngakoue, the deal was off. He's still holding out too.
Okay.
Yeah. That was this morning.
All right, so
that was AFC. Here's NFC.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm gonna go Eagles. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Cowboys fans. Eagles.
Okay.
Seattle in the West.
Okay.
In the North, man,
that's tough. Because you don't know if the Bears are going to be what they were last year.
I'm going Bears in the North. I'm going Bears because I still think that before the year is out, that LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers they're gonna have a fight on the field.
Okay.
Before the year is out.
Go ahead.
Okay. And the Vikings.
That's the Vikings.
Listen, whatever he did.
Kirk Coupons.
Whatever he did.
Kirk Coupons.
whatever he did on the sidelines, his eye, he need that eye back because he can't see nothing.
Who he's talking about? Who he talking about?
So that's the West, the North, and the South. Ooh.
You got the Falcons. You got the Panthers. You got Saints.
I'm still going Saints because you still have Sean
usually
Payton.
in that division, whoever wins that the actual division that year never repeats.
I get that.
So that the NFC East.
Yeah,
I get that.
So you're saying Saints is
but
going to break that trend?
Yes, because Tampa Bay, no.
Oh yeah, no. Even though they're going to be a little better with B.A. B.A.'s going to coach them up, so they'll be a little better. Go ahead.
They'll be a little better.
Okay.
Atlanta, they'll make it tight. But I think that New Orleans is still gonna ride that because you still got Peyton, you still got Breeze.
2 years in a row.
They hurt
right there.
They mad.
Right there. 2 years in a row.
They
right
are
there.
no, they
you
are
sinking your
mad.
teeth. 2 years in a row in the Lombardi.
I get you. You 2 years ago because that was a fluke play. You can't control that.
Right.
But
that pass in the
last
fence,
year,
PI.
they coming out
They burning.
mad.
They burning right now.
Right.
All right.
So that's my 4.
Okay.
Okay, Ralphie, go ahead.
AFC. I'm doing divisional round. Divisional teams,
round,
right?
yeah.
Pats easy.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs easy. I'm gonna have to go Chargers as well.
That's a
up
wild
there.
card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then for the North, right?
No, just 4 could be a
give me
wild
South or
card. It
North.
doesn't matter. It could be.
I'm gonna put the Browns in there too. I really do like the Browns.
Okay,
Man.
in the NFC.
Eagles, obviously. I think the Falcons win the division this year in the South.
Okay.
For the West, I think the Rams still got it.
Matty Rice.
Matty Rice.
And for the wild card, I'll put Seattle in the wild card.
Okay.
Okay.
Matty Rice and Noodles.
We got one in the division in the West.
The Rams.
Rams. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, I'm going AFC. I'm going the Chiefs, of course. I like what Big Red's going to do. Hopefully he gets there. I like the Colts again. I like what Luck's doing. I like what Frank Reich's doing over there. What we got? Who else we got? We got the West. No, we got the East rather. Pats, of course, hands down. Sorry, BT. And then what's my last one missing?
The North.
I mean, it's popular to say the Browns, but
Pittsburgh might do
I'm gonna jump out the window and say the Ravens because you never know what the Ravens can do. Their defense is always stout. Harbaugh always does figure out a way. I think the Browns is going to be very interesting and very intriguing. However,
Lamar put on 7 to 10 pounds of muscle. Over
yeah,
the
so
offseason.
we never know.
How much?
But the
7
thing
to 10
is,
pounds.
with the Browns,
So now he's a buck
Maybe.
05.
I'm
now.
gonna say this: they have
Maybe too
all the
big.
talent in the world, but it
Buck
could
05
be it
now.
could go either way. If things don't go right, we know how OBJ can be in the locker room. So we'll see what happens with that.
His hair gonna change again. He's
It
gonna
could
have
it could be he could be doing Michael Jackson. He may be happy, he may be sad. We'll see. So we got that.
He may be black. He may be white. Who
We
knows?
don't know. We don't know. So for me, for the NFC, I got to go with the Eagles, bleed green all day. The South, I'm going actually with. I'm gonna say the Falcons, man. I'm gonna say the Falcons. I'm jumping out the window. The favorite would be the Saints because I mean they lost 2 years in a row and they tasted it. They were right there.
Yeah.
But I just think the Falcons are gonna be better. Dirk Cutter is coming back. And when Dirk Cutter was with Ryan, they had a lot of magic over there. They did a lot of good things there.
Right.
So I think that could be something to watch out for. And then we got the North. Everyone might say the Bears, but the Baba Man and LaFleur, I think, are going to pull it together. I think they're going to – the first year is going to be, I think, okay. After that, then there might be some problems. But I think –
I'm good on Green Bay, man.
listen, don't sleep on the Baba Man. So I got the Baba Man. And then who else we got? The West. I'm going Seattle all day, Russell Wilson. And then I'm missing one.
He got that new monies.
He got that
That's
new
4.
money.
That's
All
4.
right, so we're right there.
He got
All
that
right,
new bread.
So, for me, AFC, run them down. Chargers, Chiefs, Pats. And I'm going to go Ravens. I think those
Okay.
will be the four teams playing. Because I think with Cleveland, I think they'll get there. But I still think there's a wall that they need to break down in that second round. I just don't think it can happen. Depends on the matchup. Anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it just takes a little bit. And NFC, San Fran out the West. I'm going to stick with it. South, I'm going to go Falcons.
Okay.
Because I think the Saints are so mad.
Ralph, did we lose the feed? Ben said he lost the feed.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
we're off on Facebook? Okay.
So with the South, I believe Falcons, and I think because the Saints are so mad, and I just think that magic is going to run out. I really think losing the NFC Championship game in that dome may take some luster off that dome, off the Superdome. In the East, I got the Eagles. Now in the North, I'm going Detroit.
I knew he was going to do Detroit.
That's a sleeper.
I knew it.
I'm
They
going
just picked
Detroit.
up my man
Mike Daniels
from Jersey.
I knew it.
They just
I'm
picked
going
up
Detroit.
jerseys.
Second year, Matt DiPatricia defense. Get Stafford fully healthy.
Flowers. Yeah.
You got
You need
Flowers.
Pat. Stat Pafford?
Don't.
You want Stat Pafford?
Most underrated quarterback in the league, in my
Stat Padford.
He said Stat Pafford.
He pad them stats. That's damn right.
Stat Padford.
He pad them stats.
He does.
Stat Padford.
And
That's funny.
The running back is escaping my name.
Kerryon Johnson.
Kerryon Johnson.
Yes, sir.
I think
He gonna
because
be hurt again.
I just think that
know, man.
I think
He
Minnesota
is
gonna
so
cancel themselves
fragile.
out.
Somebody else is there in Detroit. Another running back they picked up. Oh, it was a nice pickup too. I can't remember offhand. Escaped me. Kerryon, they have like a 1-2 punch. I can see Detroit make some noise. What's possible?
So that's my top 4. And then
Okay.
before we get out of here, we're live on the YouTube feed right now. Our YGTG.
Oh, we didn't do the Pretenders and the Contenders.
Oh well, Pretenders. The Pretenders is everybody that's who they think they hot. Oakland. Pretenders.
Cam.
He said,
Cam.
Yo, what in the wide world of sports is up with the hats, yo? Because they might spray
Cam.
that to
Hats is in right now,
Pretended.
bro.
them big old Mad Hatter hats.
Listen,
Yeah.
you can change up his throw motion all you want to.
Okay.
You can try all day. But when he gets under duress, you're gonna revert back to what you know.
Yeah.
What your muscle memory is.
Yep.
And it's gonna be opening his chest wide open. You're
Try
gonna
to
see
launch
that
it.
S, and
Yep.
it's gonna say suck all the way.
He's
Throwing
that's
60
it.
yards
You never
down
been
the
for the record, you've never been a
Cam
Cam Newton
is
fan.
not Cam.
You never
is
been a Cam
not
Newton fan.
That dude, I
He
am
said,
sorry.
yeah.
Their saving grace is Christian McCaffrey. That's
Yes.
Yeah, Run CMC is a problem.
Cam,
He's a problem. DJ Moore's
man.
gonna be also good too.
So is that your biggest pretender, the Panthers? That's your biggest fraud.
Man, Cam is such a fraud.
Dang, I gotta think.
Cam is such
To
a
me,
fraud.
my biggest fraud is Minnesota
They are fraud. They are very fraudulent.
because I'm just not a believer in Kirk Cousins,
Kirk Cousins.
and I love the rest. I love everything else about them except him. They should have just stayed with Keenum and rode out, and built around that.
Because
Added more pieces.
he was better fit. I thought he was better fit than Kirk. But when you bring Kirk in, you think that because of his skill set, he will be an upgrade.
No.
But
They
just
didn't
because
see-
your skill set is better doesn't mean that you
They
fit.
didn't see that body of work. They glass
That's
half
because-
full.
Yeah, I'm
Man.
gonna switch it up.
That's because he came from he came off the ship. That's
So-
why.
so listen.
From Washington.
That's funny. I'm gonna switch it up. Instead of doing contender pretend, I just thought about something. I'm gonna say sleeper. The team no one really expects. The team that everyone's kind of counting out. The team that you look at and you say, nah, they ain't gonna do nothing. But Cincinnati's gonna be very intriguing.
Stop. I'm
No,
done.
let me tell you why.
You know what? I'm done.
Let me tell you why.
That's what I deal with, man.
I'm done.
You don't deal with nothing.
I have
deal
validity.
narcissist.
Everything I said had
I
validity to
I
it.
deal with a narcissist.
He come out the window.
I deal with you being a narcissist. But listen, I'm just saying
The
this.
Bungles?
I'm gonna say this. I might be jumping out the window, but I'm not the first to say it. I think with the new coach that they have, Zach Taylor, and his intriguing offense that he runs a very good offense.
Yeah.
I think he's going to open things up, and I think they could be a different team. And you never know. They could sneak up on some teams. I'm not going to say they're going to, I'm not saying they will be nothing like that. They're
So they're
not.
not a sleeper. If they could sneak up,
They could
that's not a
sneak
sleeper
up.
team.
Let me say this. They could be a team where you were like, well, maybe they could be 5-11, or they could be a team that maybe 9-7 and sneak in the playoffs. It's a
Not
possibility.
with Andy Dalton.
You never know. And again, I'm not the biggest Andy Dalton fan. I've been on him, but I think with Zach Taylor and his coaching can help him out going forward.
All right, so
we'll
real
see.
quick, in the interest of time, YGTG, mine was Phillip Rivers for the situation he said, speaking in the Melvin Gordon, don't speak about another man's pocket, and yours was?
Lindell White.
Okay. Lindell White came out and spoke against Phillip Rivers, called him a kitty cat, and Lindell, I mean, he said pretty much like, dude, like, you've been out of the league, you haven't
Listen,
been
here's
relevant.
the thing. Here's the thing.
But you got to make it quick, E. We got to wrap this up, man.
All right, you've been in the league a long time. No one's even talking about you. I haven't heard. What's the last thing I heard about Lindell White?
Today.
Besides today.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I understand it's a running back committee, running back fraternity, if you will. But
Right.
the thing is, just stay in your zone, man. Stay in your zone. I mean, just there's no need for you to comment. If it was Emma Smith, if it was anybody like Thurman Thomas, I'm just throwing some names out there, then I could see the comments coming
Right.
out. But for you to say something, come on, man, you got to go. Don't
All
do
right,
that.
so listen, everybody out there, be safe, travel safe. Thank you for rocking with us on YouTube, Facebook. I know we're down a little earlier. You can always catch us. Namaste, everyone. Long live
Holla.
Bleed Green. Thank you, Kev. Happy to have you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir, man. We go way back.
I'll come back.
Yes, sir.